Hello and welcome to another video here on Powerdojo. In today's video, we're going to have a look at how to connect your Azure SQL database in Power BI. There are two manners in which we can connect our Azure SQL database to Power BI. The first one being via our Power BI desktop and the second one via our Azure portal. We're going to have a look at both these methods and we'll also have a look at how to troubleshoot any connection errors, if any. So the first method is connect to our Azure SQL database via Power BI. We need to click on the Get Data option over here. Click on More at the bottom, and among the options, choose Azure, where we have all sources that are classified under Azure. Choose Azure SQL database over here and say connect. Over here, it's going to prompt us this window and where we are supposed to put in the SQL Server name. For that, we head to the Azure portal in which we are at our database level. In the overview option, we will see the server name over here, which will copy and paste in this field. Now, the database name is optional. You can choose the data connected mode, either import or direct query. For our case, we'll stick with import. In the advanced options, we also can put in the timeout in minutes, which is also optional. So let's click on OK. Now Power BI will prompt you to this window in which we are supposed to put in the credentials to access this database. So we have three options. Either we can use our Windows credentials, our database credentials itself from on the SQL Server database, or our Microsoft account. In this case, I'm going to log in. I'm going to sign in through my Microsoft account to make the connection. So here it is. We are signed in. We'll click on connect. Over here, we see Power BI has prompted us with an error because we cannot access the SQL Server via our local connection, which means this IP address is blocked currently. So in order to disable or have a firewall rule in place in order to allow this IP address to connect the SQL Server, so we'll go back to the Azure portal, and in the security option, we click on networking. If you are receiving an error of that you do not have access to the SQL Server because the public network access is disabled, first of all, you need to select this option of selected networks. And once you scroll down, you'll see we have a firewall rule option. So in order to let our local connection, which is from our desktop to the SQL Server, we'll need to add a firewall rule. So here we'll click on this option, add your client IPv4 address. Next, we'll be prompted to put in not exactly the IP address, but the range in which we have our IP address. So now we have put in the range. Now we just need to click on save. And as you can see, the Azure portal has prompted us now that the firewall rule has been updated. We go back to Power BI and we will click on retry. So now you see there is no connection error right now, and we can see the database, including the tables that exist in our database, and if needed we can preview them as well by selecting the tables. So this was the first method that we just saw to connect to our Azure SQL database via Power BI desktop. Now we'll see the second method, which is via the Azure portal. So here we are back in the Azure portal at the database level, and on the left you'll see these options called Power Platform, and if you were to click on Power BI over here, you will see this option. So if we were to click on the Get Started button, this will download a PBIDS file in your downloads folder. And if you were to click on this file, it will open Power BI on its own with the connection to the SQL Server database as shown on the screen. So we were able to have a look at how to connect our Azure SQL database to Power BI via Power BI desktop and via Azure portal. If at all you encounter any issues connecting to this Azure SQL database, the public network access should be configured to yes at the server level, and a firewall rule which will allow your local connection to access the Azure SQL Server by setting a rule in which to allow access for a certain range of IP address. So this was our video on how to access an Azure SQL database. Let me know in the comments below of what you thought about this video. Do not forget to like and subscribe. I will see you in the next video.